Oh, well, the best advice is always be your authentic self. And, I love it. The worst advice was put on the pigtail extensions. And, my first season, they're like, oh, you have to wear pigtail extensions. I looked absolutely crazy in my first confessional. I never wore long pigtail extensions. They're like, more over the top, pigtail extensions. Worst advice ever.
The best advice I got, date someone who's funny enough to be a comic, but smart enough not to be one. The worst advice I ever got, someone from a different show had mentioned to not engage with some of these smaller fan accounts. And I find those people who run those accounts to be some of the best people. So I ignored that advice, and I've since really enjoyed getting to know, the fans, behind these big pages.
Best advice came from a sound guy. Don't give them the option to show you in not dressed up. He's like, we all know that you're going to work at the law firm every day, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have to show it if you get changed into comfy clothes after work. The worst advice, anytime they said, trust me, when I had to go show Patricia my pillow designs, they got me good.
Best advice is definitely to be sure to tell your own truth first. Don't let someone else tell your story for you. Worst advice, to go on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's been some pretty bad advice that I knew would start explosive fights. The best advice, some producers really remind you to be authentic. And you know what? Sometimes you get a little too drunk, and the best producers will, pull you aside and let you sober up a little bit.
Well, the best advice was, hey, be authentic. And the worst advice was, hey, be authentic. When you're in love, and you're full of grace and patience, and you're just a great parent all the time, yeah, that's authentic. And then on your bad day, that's authentic.
It was my first showrunner, Stephanie Boyribbon, who I still adore her to this day. And she said, Gina, we hired you for who you are, so just come and be yourself. I love my producers, so I don't really feel like I've gotten that much bad advice. And if I have, I just don't do it.
The worst advice I've ever received from a producer is, go ask so-and-so. I'm like, no. I'm not doing that. And then the best advice I've received from a castmate, always to make sure you block out the noise and not respond to the negativity, because those people want to fight you and it only lasts for a second and you're the only one that sees it.
Be true to yourself and just know that all the skeletons in the closet will be coming out, so don't try to hide any of that.